remember the word. The cattleman at that time didn't like that kind of police, because that kind of police, the cattle, the Argentina cattle for the Argentinians, okay, and they didn't like that, because they taxed the meat that was going out of the country, that was for the international markets, like the commodities, okay, and they were very criticized because of it, and the cattleman didn't like it all at all, okay, and the cattleman started at that time to attack Christina Kirchner and Nestor Kirchner, believing in the rumors that was coming from outside, and this outside was exactly USA. But at that time, we didn't know that it was happening with so much uh, like a coordinated act. Okay, we didn't know that. We thought that it was a real. It was only a natural reaction for a person who was having problems with her own business, okay, a sector in the economy that was not satisfied with the police, because of course the police at the time didn't work, and we didn't. I remember also to doesn't understand, because the government at the time gave everything to support the cattlemen, okay, the farmers and everything that was going with uh, this amount of problems. They were mitigating the problems, but the problems still growing and growing and growing. And the farmers had to sold their cows, the cows that are the producers. Okay, I don't know and the cow, when you sold the cow. Um, you don't have how to reproduce the cattle, okay, so they have to close it. I think it was more than 500 frigorificals, okay. I don't know how many but it was a giant amount of frigorificals. I think that's frigorificals in English. I think that is refrigerators. Okay, they have to sold the refrigerators. I think that was more than 500 refrigerators sold at that time. Okay, and we know also that the meat in Argentina is a meat of excellence. Okay, a cattle of excellence. They have lots of another things. They were have um, uh, they have meat with premium badges, okay, premiums from all over the world. So the quality of the meat, some meats there was even better than our meat in Brazil, okay, and they make everything to grow the sector of the economy, and they couldn't do that. Okay, the cattlemen preferred at that time to plant. Now it's interesting. Now I have to find the word. Okay, that's I think this means very. Yes, and instead of try to counterate the situation and believe in Christina or in the store at the time, first in the store, after in Christina, they substitute the cattle for soy, okay? And that's what they have to do to survive. But for some part of this person, these people, it works. For another part, it not, doesn't works. And Cristina and the left and the Peronists in Argentina was criticized forever, like they're being until now. So we can put all the situation together and paying attention where when Christina suffered someone tried to kill Christina Kirchner and tried to give a shot in her head. And we putting all these things together, we can conclude a lot of things. We cannot prove, we cannot affirmate that is things are all connected, but being in a method and in a standard of that of their modus operandi here in our country and our continent, and what and by what's happening in the other countries, we can conclude one thing, that they cannot be responsible directly, but they can be responsible in indirectly, okay? And in the end, they already have conquered almost 50% of South America with that kind of global politics. I don't know that I can call that, because Donald Trump don't see the word globalized like he should see. He see the word for his own by his own eyes, and for his own eyes, America for the Americans, okay? And he's using methods that are very obsolete, that we don't use anymore in a globalized world, because we have a chain of production that are dependent for of another countries, okay? We cannot expect that an industry works with all making the production